Vamos de lá, vizinha, tamo on fire. Só bora. Segunda-feira, início de semana. Vambora. Mano, o áudio desse jogo, a música desse jogo, ó, é bugada, mano.
As long as caretaker doesn't come up with some busy work in the meantime, I'm perfectly fine here at home. I know this entire situation's gotta suck for you. Not just the whole resurrected, chosen one thing. I get why facing Lilith won't be easy. I was 15 when I found out my mother was capital E evil.
Sorry to hear you went through that.
It was bad, but I learned to deal with it. It's the only way forward, right? Look, I'm glad my mother is gone, but yeah, at times I just want to hear her voice again. Some days I'd give anything to make that happen. Makes me hate her even more.
I did not realize you carried such pain.
I just learned to bury it. You think I can afford a therapist on a superhero salary? I'm kidding. We don't get paid for this. Enough about our crappy parents. You missed out on decades of good movies. It's my solemn duty to fill this knowledge gap with the best examples I can provide. So, the first thing you need to know, the glowing briefcase is a metaphor. I won't forget it. So, what did you think of the movie?
I understood more than I should.
How? You've been dead for 3 centuries.
I'm not so sure I was dead. Not exactly. I recall a deep slumber, not the void. I dreamt.
Of what?
Of everything. Much of this world is familiar to me. I know it from my dreams.
That's not creepy at all. So, do you know everything?
No, think of it like this. I know what a car is, but I have no idea how to drive.
You're up to date, but not omniscient. Then I'm guessing you don't know much about me.
Just what you shared earlier.
You're always free to ask. Like, what's the staff of one? Or who were the runaways?
I had some questions about your staff.
Sure. But first, the basics. The staff of one interprets words or phrases as spells, but it can only cast a spell once. No repeats.
As portas abrindo sozinhas. Ah, tiazinha chegou ali.
Can you tell me how the staff of one functions?
It's, blood magic, so my own blood is required to summon it. You wouldn't believe how many adhesive bandages I go through each year.
What about the words you speak?
They come true. Kind of, and not always the way I expect. It's like making a wish, but you can never make the same wish again.
I had some questions about your old team.
The runaways? Sure thing.
Were you all heroes who banded together?
No, we were normal kids. We saw each other once a year when our parents got together to reminisce. And then we found out 2 very disturbing things. First, our parents were supervillains who sacrificed children to evil gods. Second, each of us had some sort of powerful birthright. Our parents wanted us to follow in their footsteps.
What did you do?
We ran, but eventually we realized only the 6 of us could stop our parents and their dark gods, so we faced them and stopped them from destroying reality as we know it. You know, typical kid stuff.
Who was on the team?
At first, Chase with his mad science gear, Molly, our pint-sized powerhouse, Carolina, the solar-powered sweetheart. Gert had a telepathic link to Old Lace, a genetically engineered Deinonychus from the 87th century. I handled the blood magic, though I didn't understand it much. And Alex, well, we don't talk about Alex.
Where are your friends now?
Molly attends Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. Carolina left Earth to marry alien nobility. Gert, she didn't make it. After Gert passed, Chase and I had a falling out. The last I heard, he and Old Lace are living at his family home in LA. As for Alex, he chose his side, and it wasn't ours. He died with our parents.
I had some questions about your staff.
Go for it.
If each magical effect is unique, do you worry you will run out of words?
Not really. I only use the staff's power when I truly need it. The rest of the time, I rely on more conventional means. Like, you know, magic.
I should get going.
Good timing. Looks like Caretaker wants to speak with you, and wow, I should get to bed. Time flies when you're hanging out.
I'm glad to see you're using your free time productively. Lilith, looks like you're finding your way around. Maybe making some new friends.
I was planning on getting some rest, but...
Things are moving at a frantic pace. For all we know, I'll be landing a jet on the roof with Mr. Stark this afternoon. Not quite like it was in the good old days.
I remember many sleepless nights and blood-soaked days. Always on the hunt.
I'll give you that. But there were times back then I wouldn't trade for anything. With both you and...
Agatha. Where is Agatha?
I am sorry. I should have had this talk with you much sooner. But you should know... Agatha... She's no longer with us.
What? That is impossible. She was so...
Fierce, indomitable, or maybe just kind to a fault.
You do not have to do this.
Thank you, but I do. I haven't spoken to anyone about what happened. And more so than anyone, you deserve to know. Agatha died in an accident caused by her protege, Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch. The Midnight Sun's latest recruit, a powerful spellcaster in her own right. Perhaps the most powerful Agatha and I had ever seen. Wanda's abilities were growing. Too quickly for my liking. Agatha was determined to help her control them. I tried to caution her, but she would not listen. There was an incident. An accident, I'm sure, but...
Agatha was killed.
Yes, incinerated in an instant. Not even ash to remember her by. The others were heartbroken, as was I. But I also saw the danger, the threat, if Wanda's powers were left unchecked. So I did what needed to be done. I sent Wanda away, to the Sanctum Sanctorum, to study under Dr. Strange. I know the others still harbor a great deal of resentment towards me for it.
Was Wanda so different from me as a child? Was it that easy to send her away?
I didn't have a choice. Wanda's powers were beyond even her own control. And this time I had no Agatha to help me, as I had with you. I thought she would be safe with Strange. On that part, at least, I was clearly mistaken. Ah, Wanda. Agatha. It seems we've lost them both now. I conjured a small shrine to Agatha's memory on the grounds, hoping to find some solace, a way to move forward. You should pay your respects. Maybe you'll find what I couldn't. Good night, Hunter.
Essa música tá travando, tem hora que me dá agonia. Baixa um pouco ela.
Agatha!
You always did have the most remarkable eyes, Hunter. Just like your mother's. Maybe that's why you're the first.
The first?
To commune with the spirits, of course.
Is this a trick of some kind? Because I am not amused.
No, it's no trick, dear. You're just the first to see me. By now you've heard I had a bit of trouble with my corporeal body. I actually find it quite liberating.
You are dead.
Always straight to the heart of things. That's my Hunter.
You seem strangely at ease about this whole thing.
After 1,000 years of living, you learn to take things in stride. Even death.
And what have you been doing all this time?
Meet me by the cave just over there. You know the one.
The Blood Gate? Caretaker always told me to stay away from that place.
I think we can safely lift the veil on a few more of our secrets. What's the worst that can happen?
What is it, Charlie? Find something? Good girl, Charlie.
ominous-looking portal is known as a blood gate, and you're the only one among us who can pass through it.
Bloodgate. Caretaker's handiwork?
Yes, Sarah got a little overprotective after the accident with Wanda. It's become something of a habit for her.
I have noticed that.
What lies beyond is meant for you, as much as it ever was for her. Assuming you're up to the challenge, that is.
You know I am.
I do. But it's always polite to ask. Is it? There was a time when the blood stood within these celestial halls to prove their worth. This particular arena belongs to a goddess who often favored Sarah, Ashtur.
Sarah, caretaker, was here?
Nothing ever comes easy, dear. The Elder Gods felt their descendants needed to earn their blessings, which is why they created these trials to begin with.
Trials? I should.
This entire realm exists for that purpose. Trial by combat, with no chance of outside interference.
And this is my challenge.
Yes, but I may have found a loophole they never considered. Why don't you try summoning your four-legged friend?
Charlie?
The old gods are responsible for a great many creations, including your faithful companion. I think even they tend to forget that. Good luck, dear. As the goddess of balance and order, Ashtur was sometimes called the giver of justice. You can expect a fair fight, or at least her idea of one.
You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandons you. Now that was something. Leave some for the rest of us.
Compared to our girl, these hellhounds are nothing but mindless beasts. Don't hesitate to strike. They certainly won't.
The light will carry you onward. Feel my call. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
You can imagine why Sarah was so fond of Ashtor. If I didn't know better, I would say she modeled her role as caretaker after the goddess herself.
Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
Good girl, Charlie. Oh, and you too, Hunter. You finished this trial, but don't worry. The other gods are waiting.
This looks like a...
Sarah was right to be wary of this place. But it's your birthright, and I think after everything you've been through, you can handle it now. The two of you, as well as your mother, are the last of your kind, the Blood. Your lineage follows an unbroken line to the old gods themselves. And if you call upon them, you might just find they're actually listening. They won't work miracles for you, but their blessings can be quite useful in the right circumstance. Why don't you ask the goddess Ashtor for her aid in dealing with that barrier over there?
Blessings of the goddess. Must not be her purview.
After all this time, it's still just as beautiful as the first time I laid eyes on it. It's hard to believe Lilith and Caretaker brought this place all the way from Transia. Of course, it was no coincidence that they wound up so close to Salem. This area is particularly attuned to the forces of magic. That's why the Elder God's influence was so prevalent here. And why our sanctuary here has remained all but impregnable over the centuries. And now I'm rambling on like an old sorcerer supreme. Why don't you come see me in the library tomorrow night? Oh, and let's keep this just between the two of us for now. I'm afraid Sarah, Caretaker, isn't ready to see me yet. Good night, Hunter.
You are the best girl. You know that, right?
Is this thing on? Hunter, please come to the forge at your earliest convenience. Again, that's Hunter to the forge. Thank you. Strange out.
Hunter, just in time. His royal weirdness and I were deciding what to do with that nasty little Hydra gift box you found.
Ah, yes. The spooky crate?
The very one. Though it is far from any mere container, I assure you. I am detecting powerful emanations from inside. If this is a sign of what Hydra is after, I fear we are all in grave danger.
My offer still stands. I could fly the thing up and nuke it in orbit. Only way to be sure.
Or we could open it, Tony, and perhaps use the mystical energies I sense inside to our advantage.
Yeah, I heard a we in there. Green goopy gamma serums are one thing. I'm not opening boxes full of mummy curses.
You don't have to. Hunter, if you'll allow me.
Your second funeral, boss.
We desperately need to get into this crate. I fear Miss Minoru is her own worst enemy.
How so?
She tries to take charge of the Midnight Suns, but she won't decide for anyone. For her, it must be a consensus before she trusts herself to move forward.
Nico does hesitate when others rely on her for leadership.
It was easier for her when she was the eldest among her band of superpowered runaways. Now she fears being seen as one of the youngest.
Does that matter to you?
Not at all. My loyalties lie with the best idea. If she ever realizes this, perhaps she will not be so hesitant to share them. Let's endeavor to meet again soon. Thank you for the quality time, Hunter. It is a treasure to me. If Hydra is now working to acquire mystical antiquities, then our situation is very dire indeed. We need to find a way to gain the upper hand.
And you think you can do it with whatever's in the container?
Tony has one of the greatest scientific minds that I've ever seen. I, of course, have an unparalleled understanding of the mystic arts. I have no doubt that we can find a way to research whatever we find in there and have it work in our favor. I just wonder what it could be.
Do you think this will be enough to give us an edge?
I hope so. Whatever it is, it's quite powerful. I'm relying on my instincts here, but truly that's all I have to rely on until I can find a way to access the Sanctum's archives again.
That seems a bit risky.
Right now, with the Sanctum out of my reach, I'm fighting with one hand tied behind my back. Metaphorically, that is. If I can find items to research, I can give the Midnight Suns every possible advantage over Lilith and her disciples.
I look forward to seeing what you come up with.
Me too, Hunter. Now, all this talk is going nowhere unless we can get this container open and study what's inside. Approach the anvil, Hunter. We do not have time to spare. There's more to this workspace than meets the eye, Hunter. These flames aren't born of any fire. How may the Sorcerer Supreme assist you? By the hoary hosts of Hoggoth, I can hardly believe it.
What? Is it worse than you expected?
No, it's totally unexpected. It's the Eternity Dagger. This was in a place of honor in my bedchamber in the sanctum for years. The sanctum sanctorum is no common domicile to be burglared. These barbarians have no idea what they possessed.
Or perhaps they did. Maybe these artifacts are exactly what Faustus and my mother were after to begin with.
A distressing thought. If they had my dagger, then who knows what others of my priceless possessions have passed through their greedy fingers. The cube of nothingness. The tear of Profia, and most worrisome of all.
Your toothbrush? You, had a little coffee thing going on this morning with your breath?
Oh, Tony.
Sorry. Doc's right, Hunter. I drank 3 glasses of holy water just to walk through the sanctum's front door. Place is like a doomsday vault for all sorts of supernatural nastiness. We need to put a lid on this mess. Pronto.
I believe Carol is already working on it.
At last. Now that this artifact has been returned to its proper owner, we shall see if we can make use of the mystic forces contained within. To be fair, it does look interesting, at least. This really isn't the ideal environment for these parchments. One misplaced ember, and that'll be all she wrote.
Let's get started, Dr. Spooky. Hey, Hunter. This never gets old. Take your pick, Hunter. Tony is working. I'm here if you need me.
Hey, Hunter, got a sec to spare?
You moving into the forge, Hunter?
What is this?
you've been here more in the past few days than I have since... ever. The forge is pretty badass, but the creature trapped inside riles up my own inner demon. Speaking of, there's something you should know about me.
You are bonded with a spirit of vengeance?
Damn, you're good. How could you tell?
You are not the first spirit of vengeance to join the Midnight Suns. I fought beside another, just a few days... 3 centuries ago.
Oh man, sometimes when I have crap to work through, I like to get my blood pumping. Why don't we hit the yard for a sparring session? I know Sparky's excited to meet you.
Sparky?
That's what I call my spirit of vengeance. His real name is something you'd see written on a symbol, but with like 12 apostrophes. Also, he's not allowed inside after the incident with caretaker Sumerian's sofa.
It would be my honor to spar with the spirit of vengeance.
Wow, he's real excited. Never thought he'd get bouncy, but here we are. Okay, let's do this. I'll get Blake to set things up. Won't take a minute.
I will head to the yard. When you and Sparky trade places, what does he look like?
He's the guy with the flaming metal skull and hellfire chains. Kinda hard to miss.
Hunter, ready to get your burn on? I'm talking training with Ghost Rider.
Spirits of vengeance train the hardest. Like playing with fire, huh?
Back again. We've got plenty of tricks for old dogs. No excuses here. Hellfire forges the strongest steel.
Maybe you should be the spirit of...
All right then.
Hunter, report to the war room. We've got a mission.
Bad guys better start running.
Got a minute, Hunter? Crazy world you woke up to, Hunter. Hydra running around causing trouble, apocalypse prophecies, the Bronx.
It is indeed, Daywalker.
And that op against Faustus. The way Captain Marvel just absorbed that bomb. Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes, she is quite the marvel.
I see what you did there, and you're not wrong. Never met a gal who could throw me into the sun before.
She is a formidable ally in our struggle against Lilith.
Hell yeah, she is. Smart, quick-witted, fearless. Hell, she even glows.
And do you find all of your allies equally impressive?
Yes. No. Wait. What are you trying to say?
You are not used to expressing feelings of affection, are you?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
My apologies.
And if I did, this ain't my first rodeo, you know?
Of course it is not. Whatever a rodeo is.
Yeah. Well, now that that's settled, maybe I should go sharpen my stakes or something. And maybe we should keep this chat to ourselves for now. If I were you, I'd be honing my skills before the next fight.
Bad guys better start running.
It's good to have you around again.
You called for me, Captain?
Keep telling ya, Carol works too, but yeah, I did. Now that Tony's finally starting to get a handle on his gremlin problem, I've been able to put Central to good use. Got a lead on some particularly gnarly Hydra operations happening in the city. But we need to move fast if we want to intercept them in time.
Then let's get going.
My thoughts exactly. There's just one problem, though. We seem to have lost our gatekeeper, Magic.
Lost?
Well, I updated her on the mission. She said something I can only assume to be a prolific swear word in Russian and disappeared. Literally. And with no magic...
There's no passage to New York. or anywhere for that matter.
Now you see my problem.
Do not worry, Captain. I will locate and alert her of the team's needs.
There's that can-do, get-it-done, old-timey prophesied savior of humanity attitude I was hoping to see today. Still, you better hurry. Not sure how long Hydra will remain in their current position.
Then I shall make haste.
Yes, you hasten as much as you can, Hunter. Not much more I can tell you, Hunter. Though I did hear her mutter something about Wanda right before she poofed away. Maybe that helps.
Thanks, Captain. I shall find her.
Hunter!
Robbie, have you seen magic?
No, but there were some pretty crazy energy flashes coming from the dorms a few minutes ago. Usually means she wants to be left alone. Trust me on that.
Thanks, Robbie.
Já peguei o cara certo. De primeira.
Fine, speak.
This room belonged to the Scarlet Witch, did it not?
Wanda. It belongs to Wanda. Let me guess. You are to ask me to do the one thing the others value me for. Opening their precious portal. Well, I am in the middle of something. Come back later.
That is no ordinary book. I can sense it from here.
Nothing in this place is ever ordinary. Especially this. Wanda's first grimoire. Agatha gave it to her when she was teaching her witchcraft, the dark arts. She was trying to help Wanda control her powers. She would never let me read it. So now I read it.
I do not suppose there are any spells in there that will banish Lilith and save the world?
Hard to say. These incantations appear to have been written for Wanda alone. Maybe a world without Wanda is one we are not meant to save. I know what she's going through. To come face to face with true evil itself. To be dragged to some hell dimension so hot that your soul is scorched black. Your heart so filled with soot that it chokes out all the bright parts of you. Until you are just a dark thing of smoke and ash. I cannot let such a fate happen to her.
We will find her. I can feel it.
And just who will find her? Caretaker? The Avengers? Do not try to fool me with your false empathy, Hunter. I know Caretaker will never waste the resources looking for her.
Ileana, just open the portal.
You are like an Avenger. All you do is take, take, take. You expect too much. Okay, I will open your damn portal. It is times such as this that I wish someone else here could drill holes through space and time. Perhaps Dr. Strange should spend less time tinkering with Tony Stark in the Forge and focus more on his magic. No matter. I will be there when you are ready, Hunter. Goodbye.
E xaropinha. Vai negar não? Esse vai ser a mais difícil de trocar ideia. Essa já vi que vai ser complicada.
You're looking stronger than ever, kiddo.
I take it you found our gatekeeper. Then let me explain what's going on. When Hydra isn't preoccupied with world-ending scenarios, they spend a lot of their free time terrorizing the citizens of New York through various low-level operations. It's fairly routine stuff for heroes these days, and worst case, we'll still get some fresh intel in the process. Why don't you check the mirror table and see what we've got on our plate?
Eles pegaram esse estilo aqui do Avengers. Por mais que o jogo seja ruim, mas era nessa pegada. Então até, cara, acho que eu joguei um pouquinho, sei lá, acho que jogar com os amigos é maneiro, jogar sozinho acho que já é mais complicado, mas acho que jogar com os amigos em um Avengers dá pra brincar. Até aqui.
I did the math. It would actually be faster for me to fly.
So what is stopping you?
The shockwave would shatter most of the glass in my approach path.
Ah, that is not good.
Yeah, I try to be considerate.
We're sending you straight to the coordinates Captain Marvel identified in New York. Dr. Banner has confirmed that the gamma signatures in the area match those of Faustus's weapon. We need to recover whatever intel we can if we're going to find out exactly what's going on down there.
Essa ali vai ser difícil de trocar ideia, meu amigo. Cara, eu queria jogar muito, mano. Caramba, mano. O Agresco Obsidian, mano. Nossa, não queria jogar mais. Quando eu PlayStation 4, no PC. Tá no ponto C que eu acho que não roda também. Vou vontade de jogar Obsidian, né? Vamos fazer o quê? Vamos jogando o que a gente pode.
We will not fail!
Looks like Captain Marvel was right on the...
Heroes. A single world-ending calamity is never enough to satiate your appetite for destruction. You insist on meddling further, forcing our hand yet again.
Oh, that's just lovely. Faustus has a radio. I'm assuming whatever Hydra is attempting to flee with on that chopper is our target. I suggest we stop it and see for ourselves.
direito, vamos pancar em 3.
There was a time when Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions. That time has clearly passed. How invigorating.
Os caras me dão os bagulho e eu não posso fazer nada. Assim, né? Vou agarrar esse herói pra vir. Roda.
Chosen you.
They cannot possibly match your strength.
It's about
Eu não matei.
I am impressed.
For the mother!
Follow my lead. Support units on the move.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Suffer! What sort of being are you?
Vacilo. Acho que vou de arrasa.
We will never forsake her.
thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
Light. Power of the light. That was something.
Nossa, agora que eu vi que tá na merda. Aí é azedou. Esses caras aqui. Nossa, ele vai dar. Mesmo assim, acho que ele ainda vai. Mano, os bagulho nada a ver. Eu não posso ter o concreto pra que lado eu vou bater.
Soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Think I can punch through a moon now? Interesting. Take this.
Me ajudou, perdi o foco. Aqui deu 2 leite. Tem que fazer
got away.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand on the field of battle. Hail Hydra!
Não, falei de novo, calma aí. Mano, tem que bater naquele primeiro.
Maybe you do not realize the trouble you are in, friend. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Judgment comes. All who serve the mother are damned. Hydra Immortalis! You're mine. To your punishment. More lambs to the slaughter.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself.
Ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Judged. Shoot up here!
voltei aqui.
I feel stronger already.
Vamos, eu não vou nada a ver. Ué, vou pra cá.
Hail Hydra! Strikes ring hollow.
I've been waiting for this.
Not enough.
Nossa, filha da puta, saiu de perto pra
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
Now that was something.
Caralho, esse alguém tinha que estar pra cá.
Get me out of here!
You're gonna regret that.
Vou tentar doido?
For Hydra!
We must help them.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods! All is possible with Mother!
Pô, que não é o me lasquei, porque me lasquei, não tem o que fazer. Deixa eu vir pra cá.
Send reinforcements!
Pô, mas dois pontos, cara. Ixi, agora ela vai de arrasto. 28 de vida, aqui.
They really want to get on my bad side.
Ela vai de arrasto.
Our team is falling apart.
For years, I was considered...
The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
Nossa, tem um cara inútil, mano. Puta que me pariu.
They got away.
Do not worry, heroes. You will still witness the results of my work firsthand on the field of battle.
Caralho, isso aqui tá foda, mano. Foda que eu tenho que matar aquele cara primeiro, mano. Foda que eu tô sem nenhum. Mano, meu. Que é 2, que é 1. Vou ter que matar esse cara de algum jeito. Repulse, mas vai jogar aqui e vai pra cá. Não, vai pra cá. Tem um movimento. Pra cá. Aqui. Melhor repulso nele. Mas na minha cabeça esse fururu aqui.
I don't have magic healing.
I feel more like myself every day. Some for the rest of us.
We have the upper hand. For Hydra! Changes nothing.
Gonna have to try harder than that.
A reputation precedes us. Your death won't be in vain.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped with in our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus. And I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Ah, isso que eu te dou também.
Nice. Whoever gets the job done.
I'm on it.
Prepare yourselves. Enemy is mobile.
Cai. Ai, não caiu o disco, moto. Uma cadela sem mãe.
Hydra, Immortalis! Nothing will be forgotten.
Taking the shot.
That hurt.
Arm Alpha moving to reinforce. It's your time now.
You will all be...
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure.
There's no way Hydra's medical plan can cover the beating we're about to put on you.
Vou jogar.
Vengeance is near.
That was something.
Não dando a porra dessa cara. Nossa, que saco, mano.
They're on the move. Maybe we can talk about this. We will not fail.
Follow my lead.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Is that all? Well, that's exciting.
It is time.
So that's how that works.
Light will carry you onward. Let us see if they have an answer for this.
Porra, agora fudeu. Já era. De novo, caralho, tá foda essa fase. Essa fase.
Engaging target.
That helicopter's about to take off, and with it any hope of understanding what this madman is actually ranting about.
We will stop it.
Tia, tá difícil, tia.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Caralho, aí não tem o que fazer. É acabar com a vida de senhaca aqui.
You make that look almost too easy.
Aqui acabou. Nossa, que bagulho chato.
They got away.
Do not worry, heroes.
Gotcha.
You will still witness the results of my work firsthand. On the field of battle. Hail Hydra!
Caralho, acho que eu tenho que... Mano, eu tenho que pegar o atrás do helicóptero, eu não posso... São 4 turnos. Cara, eu não contei, mano. Acho que eu tenho que pegar esse bagulho de dano junto com o bagulho de atrás do helicóptero. Só que eu usei a habilidade do outro também, não caiu, mano. Então o trabalho já no recurso pra dar dano essa nhaca aqui. Tá? Vem pra cá. Mesma sequência. Mas não pra cá. Eita. Pra cá. Não sei qual vai bater não. Olha aqui, mano. Esse em cima não bate nesse doido aqui.
Not bad. So that's how that works.
Aqui.
Let's do it. No change in plans?
Tem movimento, né? Movimento. Pra cá, pra trás dele. Ele vai morrer na porcaração já. Vai desse aqui.
What?
That's not good.
Essa carta daqui, né? Já vem aqui, já joga, né? Ah, eu tô sendo jogado, já bagaço pelo menos.
Follow my lead.
Keep trying. Maybe you'll get lucky.
More lambs to the slaughter.
You don't even know what it is you're pursuing. The Gamma Disruptor you so narrowly escaped within our last encounter was only the beginning.
Show yourself to me, Faustus, and I will open more than your eyes.
Such ferocious spirit. You truly are your mother's child, Hunter.
Então ainda não vou mexer não. Esse aqui eu vou dar uma pancada. Não, tem dois movimentos. Vou bater aqui no jogo onde ele vai parar.
How invigorating!
Estouro, mano. Carta boa. Porra aí, não me ajuda pra caralho nenhum. Não tem. Três jogadas eu não sei. Vou fazer? Não dá pra fazer isso. Vem pra cá. Movimento. Vem pra cá. Ah não, eu não tenho coisa na jogada. Eu vou ter que tirar de lá. Uma porra da pancada. Pra cá, pra atacar ele. Cascudo aí. Deixa aqui o balbida. Caralho, mas eu não consigo fazer isso aqui pra ver se não bate melhor. Vou dar uma boa. Deixa eu ver explorando essa área aqui já.
I'm not sure if it's ethical for people like us to beat up chumps like you. Fluida.
We will never forsake her.
All right, you're starting to piss me off.
For Hydra! Village will not be pleased with your efforts.
Support units on the move.
Your sacrifice will be remembered. Lilith.
The last thing we need is for that pompous buffoon to win today. Stop that chopper, please.
With pleasure. You had your chance to escape. Hail that.
Vou mandar o portal para essa água. Vai. Venho pra cá. Não dá, porque ele vai cair no buraco.
It is time.
Suave. E agora? Deixa eu ver aqui agora.
On our side. Welcome assistance.
Você tá todo dando.
Electron, immortalis!
Felt that one.
Our loyal soldiers aren't the simple punching bags you've come to expect, are they? Somehow these humans, these mere mortals, dare to stand against ye fearsome gods. All is possible with Mother!
Pra dar o dano já tava bom, né? Vai.
That was something.
Próximo tentar.
We serve until the end!
For years, I was The helicopter is back in action. Finish it off while we have the chance.
forte. Mas só tem repulso dessa porra. Olha isso.
That look almost too easy.
Perdi de novo, mas que caralho, mano. Agora tá difícil.
Weak, even for Hydra.
Bater mais assim.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
Que cagada.
I saw a moon like that once, centuries ago.
That should keep them grounded. Now let's get everything back to the Abbey for analysis.
Such arrogance. Our brave soldiers will never allow you.
Oh, shut up already. Take them down.
Take this.
Missão de difícil, desgrama.
Position compromised.
I approach the end of my time.
Leave some for the rest of us.
Well done. Seems like that's the last of them.
Last? There are more heads to the Hydra than you will ever comprehend, heroes. This is a minor setback at most.
Well, at least we don't have to listen to you any longer today. I consider that alone a victory.
Esse aqui eu vou tirar estrela.
Well done. If Hydra wasn't paying attention before, they are now. Stay sharp.
Count on it.
Caralho, essa missão difícil da porra, mano. Tá maluco? Tá maluco, doido? Missãozinha difícil da poxa vida. Só tá brilhando. Vai esse baú aqui. Vai não. Oxi. Caramba, ele vai lá. Não deixaram, senhor.
Hunter.
Fala, Blade. Não fala nada.
Erethole! I mean, hello there. Apologies, I was astral projecting with someone in the backwards verse.
Whenever we foil Hydra's plans, an angel gets its wings.
Vou pescaria, mano. Vou jogar videogame, com certeza. Vou jogar game aqui. PlayStation 3, PlayStation 4, é o 4. Não é 5.
I need to take you street racing.
Não, é DVD.
Is that like running?
No, in a car. You race through empty streets, pushing your ride as hard as it can take it, and leave the other racers in your dust. There's nothing like it.
As soon as this is over, we shall street race.
All right. First thing, we hit a junkyard for parts. We are going to put together a real monster on the road.
You do not want to use the Hell Ride?
Nah, it's no fun if you win every time. Wish we could do this all day.
Deixa eu ir lá no meu. Onde é que eu tô aqui? Olha que essa tiazinha lá tá triste.
Hunter?
Qual que eu tinha?
Feeling a chill, Magic?
You could say that. I've been staring at the night sky, trying to figure it out.
Figure what out?
You're observant, Hunter. You tell me.
You were trying to figure out how to bring Wanda back.
Close, Hunter. But no. Something much more sinister has grabbed my attention.
Sinister?
When I was holding the trans-dimensional door for you back there, I sensed something was at the docks with you. Something dark and familiar.
What did you see, Ileana?
I did not see, I said. I sensed something there. But that's not the only thing I sensed today.
Oh?
Something has shifted in Limbo, but I cannot quite put my finger on it. All I know is that whatever is happening is also strangely familiar to me. And when all you knew was darkness and despair growing up, that warm, fuzzy feeling of familiarity is not just a warning sign, but an alarm bell.
We should inform the others of any potential danger.
Warn them of what? One of Magic's airy-fairy gut feelings? The Avengers are already unsure of us. I do not need to add to that. Best not say anything until I am better able to articulate it. I'd like to be left to my thoughts now, Hunter. I still have a lot of thinking to do, while I try to make sense of what I felt at the docks and the energetic shifts that ripple through Limbo. I will let you know if I do.
Cara, essa mina, mano, ela é muito complicada. Puta que pariu, mano. Acho que ela é pra levar me pro lado dark do bagulho. Coisa que eu não vou ser, né? Vou ser sincero. Aí eu só lamento pelo que eu tô entendendo, tipo assim, ela vai ser... Ela é a parte dark e a outra vai ser a parte de luz, né? A outra bruxa. É porque aí um demônio é uma bruxa, é. Complicado. Muito complicado a situação. Muito complicado. Jogando baú. Vamos pra lá ainda? Então... Chega lá. Não pode ter que pagar. Esse aí tá azul. Já liberou? Não. Tá azul, nhaca.
The goddess must be busy.
Merda, hein? Rapaziada, eu vou nessa, eu vou descansar um pouquinho, daqui a pouco eu tenho que trabalhar. Mas talvez tenha live mais tarde, tá, quando eu chegar da academia. Mas acho que não, porque eu cheguei da academia 3 e pouco, é bem difícil. Mas amanhã então tamo fire, vamos fazer uma livezinha amanhã. Valeu, tamo junto, fui! Valeu, galera, até a próxima.